The Acid Lab is one of the best passive businesses in GTA 5 Online, competing for the top spot alongside the Nightclub. Currently, the Acid Lab is offering double speed, which is technically double money, so I thought this would be a great time to make this video and show you how to truly start making millions every single day with this amazing business. Let's dive in. Starting with the basics, buying the Acid Lab. There are two ways to do this. One of them costs a lot of money, but you can do it in just 10 minutes. The other is much cheaper, only half the price, but it takes a bit more time. Regardless of your choice, you'll first need to head over to Ron, who's located here on your map in Sandy Shores. Here, you'll help Ron with a situation where you'll be placed in a mission to take out the lost MC and recover Dax's journey. After that, you'll drive to the Freak Shop, which is where everything will happen from now on, and also where you'll store your Acid Lab. At this point, you'll be able to purchase the Brickade 6x6 through WARTSTOCK for $1,450,000. This is the fast track method. However, instead of spending that much, you can choose to complete the first dose missions, which can be started from the yellow circle inside your Freak Shop. There are 5 more missions to complete after the one in Sandy Shores, and in the final mission, you'll steal a Brickade and bring it back to the Freak Shop. You can then convert it into an Acid Lab for just $750,000. Plus, these missions reward you with some extra cash just for completing them, so you'll already be saving even more money. Alongside the first dose missions, there are also the last dose missions, which continue the storyline. I definitely recommend doing this as well. They'll earn you even more bonus cash, and at the end, you'll unlock the Ocelot Virtue, one of the best cars in GTA Online. If you were to buy it from the website, it will cost you nearly $3 million. This car probably has the best acceleration in the game, a decent top speed, solid customization options, and it can be equipped with pretty much every Humanitech upgrade, making it one of the best, if not the best, Humanitech vehicle in the game. Now that we have the Acid Lab, I can finally explain how this business works. It's really simple and follows the same structure as many of the semi-passive businesses in the game. You either buy or steal supplies, which your staff, Mutt in this case, will gradually turn into stock. After some time, you'll be able to sell that stock for a profit. And just like that, every other business that works this way, buying supplies is always the better option. Stealing them takes way too much time and it's simply not worth it. You could be using that time to run heists or other money-making methods that would end up earning you way more. Moving on to upgrades. Inside the Freak Shop, Mutt will always be outside the Acid Lab, available for you to customize both the Brickade and the delivery bike. Both vehicles have plenty of customization options, but the bike has way more. Things like belt drive covers, mud guards, the fuel tank, and much more. Seriously, there's a lot you can change. The Brickade, aside from performance and visual upgrades, can also be equipped with armor plating, proximity mines, and ram weapons. But more important than customizing and upgrading the vehicles themselves is upgrading the business. Under the Acid Lab Upgrades tab, you'll find the Equipment Upgrade. This one will massively boost your production and profits. It increases the value of your acid while also reducing the production speed. However, this upgrade is going to be locked for you at first. To unlock it, you'll need to complete 10 fully gun jobs. You can start these missions either by going to Dax inside your Freak Shop, or by calling him and requesting work. There are 5 different types of these missions, and they're usually not too short, but not too long either, taking around 10 to 15 minutes, sometimes 20, it depends. After finishing one, there's a cooldown of 48 real-life minutes, which is basically one in-game day, before you can start another one. So, if you do them back to back, you'll be looking at a total cooldown time of 8 hours, plus the time it takes to actually complete the missions. If each one takes, let's say, 15 minutes, that's another 2.5 hours, making it a total of around 10.5 hours to unlock the equipment upgrade. And that's why you'll want to get started as soon as possible to avoid wasting time, especially this week. Once you get the Freak Shop, go ahead and already start the fully gun job before heading to the first dose missions. Once you've completed the 10 missions, you'll be able to pay $250,000 to Mutt to install the upgrade. And trust me, having this upgrade on your Acid Lab is absolutely essential if you want to start making millions and doing it fast. Before moving on to total profits, let's talk about the bonuses. Like with all businesses, when you sell stock in a public lobby, you'll receive a 2.5% bonus per player in the session, capping at 50% with 20 players. However, the Asset Lab has an extra bonus you can take advantage of, the rename bonus, which gives you an additional 5% on your sales. To activate this, open your interaction menu, go to Service Vehicles, Asset Lab, and under Product Name, you'll find several naming options. Any of these will give you the same bonus, so just pick whichever name you like best. Now let's move on to what most people are probably here to see, the total profits. Without the upgrade, full stock is worth $237,600. With the upgrade, it's worth $335,200, and with the rename bonus applied, that number goes up to $351,960. If you buy supplies, which is by far the most efficient method, you'll spend $60,000 to fill up your bar. That means, without the upgrade, you'll need to buy supplies 3.2 times, costing you $192,000. But with the upgrade, you'll only need to buy supplies 1.6 times, which costs just $96,000, a huge difference. On top of that, without the upgrade, the production time is 6 hours. With the upgrade, it's only 4 hours. So not only you are making more money, but you're also making it faster. Inside your Asset Lab, you also have the manufacturing table. This table can be used once per real-life day, and basically doubles your production speed for 30 minutes. That means with the equipment upgrade, it saves you an entire hour of wait time, bringing your total down from 4 hours to just 3 hours to completely fill your product bar, which is incredibly fast. Now if you add the public lobby high demand bonus, your total will come out to $374,220 without the upgrade and $527,940 with the upgrade. This gives you a net profit of $182,220 without the upgrade or $431,940 with the upgrade, which is an absolutely massive difference, nearly tripling your profits. And finally, let's talk about sell missions. All of the sell missions are done using your delivery bike, and there are 3 different types of these missions. The first type is the Paperboy, where you'll distribute the asset to 10 marked points on your map, throwing it into boxes. However, at one of the locations, you'll be attacked by hippies, but they shouldn't cause you too much trouble. Also, if you miss the box, don't worry, you have unlimited throws. The second type is the Stash, where you'll be sent to several locations and you'll have 3 options to stash the asset. You can choose freely. However, this time is not hippies, it's cops. Some of these locations will have cops waiting for you, either on foot or in unmarked cars. The last type is the Police Trap, where you'll go to a parking lot and in theory you should deliver the asset to the buyer on the rooftop. But it's actually a police trap. As soon as you reach the top and try to deliver the asset, the police will start shooting at you. To avoid getting into complicated situations, instead of going up, simply shoot at one of the cars on the first floor. After that, just lose the cops and deliver the bike to the new location and leave the area. And if you're wondering, yes, you can call Lester to remove the wanted level and use the bribe authorities ability from the CEO abilities. And you should also always use the Ghost Organization ability as well if you're selling in a public lobby. And that's everything you need to know about this business to start making millions, especially this week. If you enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up as it really helps me a lot, and consider subscribing for more content like this. Thank you so much for watching until the end, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.